Yeah, on the CDE side, we've had some folks actually say this is community colleges trying to take over remediation, and that's, we have no interest in that. It's like, we're in this together, you know. I'm sorry.
So would the best next step be the two-person, I'm just throwing this out, to take a small, because you're starting to problem solve, which is exactly where we want to go. We love to go into those actual details. So would be that be a next step to have two community college board members and two Mount Diablo board members, and then we could arrange to follow up on this conversation and start to define it for our two systems?
Well, having been on all three sides of that, I certainly think it would be very important to have that sort of opportunity to have two board members be well informed and then inform the other three at meetings. That way, as nice as it is to have these large meetings, we will at least get the same communication without having the inconvenience of having to coordinate two districts meetings.
Well, I see it sort of drilling down as a good follow-up. Anyway, I would think that would be helpful so that we can move on to middle college.
I have handouts. I have handouts that I'll leave in the back of the room for folks who are there.
Thank you so much. Your passion is contagious, but you are like a walking encyclopedia of knowledge here, for goodness sake. Holy cow. I know Joanne's already been working through it. Okay. Middle college. Middle college, actually, I know Dr. Meyer presented this at one of our board meetings a while back around middle college. So I don't know if you had some things you wanted to start out saying or what. Or I see somebody else going up here too.
He's a taskmaster as well.
Well, just briefly, I appreciate the comments that Randy mentioned regarding finding multiple pathways for students. And so much of what we do is finding that perfect fit for every type of student. And certainly the ones that are accelerated, who are taking core classes, who are articulating for the most part to a university and want to have the support of a community college through their high school career. But we also have students where high school is not a match in any way at all. And they're not interested in the extracurriculars. They're really, for whatever reason, ready to get on with their life and start it early. And there are also students who may not feel, as was mentioned, students of color, students in poverty, who may not have had that opportunity or that exposure to the university or the community college setting. So as a result, I would like to thank President Garcia, Chancellor Benjamin. Our staff has been having conversations with yours about the possibilities of a middle college, which is a program as we are working through it, that would be part of a high school that we have, and where students would be taking courses on the community college campus, part of the population. Oftentimes you can say you can't tell the difference. Our students really rise to the occasion and really assimilate into the college setting in a very positive way. So this is something that both my high school office assistant superintendent, Chris Holleran, and myself have had experience in different places and have seen the benefits that it has to students. So we are here just to say that we are in the very beginnings of this conversation and very interested in listening to all of you about your ideas on this topic, but just due to the natural proximity of College Park, the name just fits, but also the idea that our other local high schools would appreciate that opportunity and the ability to really take part in a different kind of educational experience. So that really is what we bring to you for discussion.
Yes, sir. As one who taught at Costa College, I had the privilege of teaching middle college high school students. And the benefit of that is that students can take college courses and they can take high school courses. It was not unusual to have students graduate with the high school diplomas in the same year that they get their degrees. And they're able to move on quicker than if they just have to start from scratch. onto the UC system or state college system and see them out there in the workforce. So I'm a strong believer in the middle college concept. I know that when we talked about it in Contra Costa with the college, with the district, there was always the concern about ADA, who controls it, who gets it, who sets up the perimeters for middle college students. We know that they can take high school classes, required high school classes, but at the same time, they're on campus and they take college courses. It's extremely beneficial to them and they're very successful.
I think the only one I know of here is in West Contra Costa, and it's been going on for years, and they love it there. So somebody else probably has more experience in overseeing that program. But I presume somebody knows how to get that started, because that's one of the things we were looking at. Were you at the West Contra Costa program?
I was a Contra Costa college.
Okay.
But I had the privilege of working with the then president and setting up the contacts with the school district.
Mhm.
And as I said before, at the very beginning, there was that fear on the
Yes.
part of the school district that it was our ADA, why is the college going to get it? And it was a whole discussion about that. And I think that's something that can be worked out with your district
Yes,
and
it is.
our district as to who's up first, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly right, because usually when there's a will, there's a way. That starts to fall down, and we're really looking at the students.
And that's exactly true.
Yeah.
The students is what's important.
Right.
And the politics, we can work through that, but in the end, our interest should be the success of the students.
Exactly right, and that's, I think, what we're motivated by, and we're very interested in. Mr. Holleran?
If I could just give a brief update as to our progress at the middle college. We had a meeting in March with 3 DVC administrators, myself, and Stephanie Roberts, represent the Diablo district. Great conversation. We were able to kind of cut to the chase, and there was, some preliminary agreement to continue moving forward with the idea of having our first cohort of middle college students here at DVC in the spring of 2016. We would start with about 30 students. The ADA issues I think they're easily worked with. There's ed code specifically addressing that. You only need 180 minutes a day if you're in a middle college program. So there would be 2, eventually we'd start with 1, end up with 2 high school instructors on the DVC campus teaching English and social studies. We would have a part-time counselor, part-time administrator. So we would be providing staffing to provide some of the students' education. The rest of their day would be taking community college classes. And it is ambitious. Some students do come out with an AA, but typically it's more to the 35 to 40 college credits, which is amazing. Graduate high school, you got 40 college credits, you're on the right track. We have another meeting this Thursday, and we're hoping to begin discussing an MOU and some of the other details to keep things moving in the right direction. And as I said, we'd like to start in the spring of 2016, and by the fall of 2016, that would be with 11th graders. In the fall of 2016, have a full group of 11th and 12th graders.
Oh, so you're way past me here. And the other pieces are the facilities. It's always good to come to meetings and get caught up. So the other piece is the facilities.
Right, and
Because they are here.
DVC has been very cooperative and helpful in offering facilities. We're in negotiations now to get the space. So I was really excited from that meeting, very heartened, and we're looking forward to our continued relationship.
And in your discussion so far, is this something that'll be open to all high school students in Mount Diablo?
Yes.
Now we're back to transportation. But yes, and I had this conversation with Dr. Meyer earlier about there's so many kinds of high school students. Having been a high school teacher and a high school principal, there's so many kinds. Some are there because of the activities, student activities, and some are there. Their high school sort of helped me get through this faster because I'm already so mature and I'm ready to move on. So middle college, when I talked about it with her around the activities and things like athletics and leadership, and I don't know, you had it in your other district, but was that a non-issue for those students? Because they're really focused on another level. And so activities and athletics and leadership and all of that, where does that fall into place?
Well, basically, because it's a program and not a separate school, they remain students at their home high school. So I was in the San Mateo Union High School District. We had a great relationship with the College of San Mateo. The students maintained their status as a student. They could take classes at their home high school. They could participate in athletics at their home high school. They had all the rights of being a high school student, so they didn't give any of that up to be at the middle college. And they could avail themselves as they wish, but it wasn't an either-or kind of situation.
Okay, good. Well, I'm really glad there's an openness and a conversation already going. It is exciting.
And I don't want to move too much into the next agenda item too
Oh,
quickly.
look,
but
counselors.
I think it gives you a